A fantastic rifle from the last century coming up. Hey guys, I'm Johnny with PewPewTactical.com, your definitive source for gun reviews, gear guides, and all things that run on gunpowder. The Swiss K31 has surged in popularity in recent years, and with good reason. They're unique, they're fun to shoot, and they're stupid accurate. Folks love these rifles, and I think you're going to see why. And at the end, I'm going to have an easy buyer's guide for each of you. Now up front, I want to say that this is all about the K31. Most reviewers try to compare all the different Swiss models, and it gets really confusing. So today I'm going to give you a clear guide, and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about the K31. If it's your first time here, we always put a ton of stuff down below for you to check out. Also, if you're seeing this on YouTube, jump over to our website and see what you think. There's a link down below. Known for the straight pull bolt and the beer keg charging handle and that gorgeous Swiss shield, the Karabiner 31 or the K31 is desirable for shooters, collectors, and for folks who want to add something different to their established collection. Now plus, they're just really fun to shoot. They're not for collecting dust, they're for taking to the range. The Swiss military did the redesign on the K31 in, any guesses? Yeah, 1931, and it was issued from 33 to 55, and about 500,000 were made. Cool thing is that after Swiss soldiers finished their mandatory service, they could purchase their issued guns, so there's a load of these guns that have been kept and maintained for a lifetime. And often these guns reach the US in fantastic shape. They look great. The K31 has a reputation for excellent machining and craftsmanship, which yields legendary accuracy. You'll see guys take these out to 1,000 yards with iron sights. Now keep in mind that the technology in this gun is as old as yo mama, but the gun even today feels like a precision machine, and working that straight pull bolt is borderline addicting. The stocks in the earlier models are all walnut, and from 1945 forward, the stocks are all going to be beechwood. So an easy eye test is dark stocks are old guns and light stocks are newer. A lot of the stocks are going to be clean overall, but the ends or the butts are going to be really dented up. And that's from the habit of Swiss soldiers using their rifles to knock snow off their boots in the wintertime, because that's when it snows. Now let's talk about ammo. The K31 fires the 7.5 by 55 millimeter Swiss round, also referred to as the G11, but most folks call it the 7.5 Swiss. Ammo is readily available, and the rifle can handle modern production ammunition. The box magazine is self-locking, and it holds 6 rounds. You can use clips for faster loading, but I usually eject the mag and load by hand. All right, let's get out to the range. The accuracy of this rifle is not up for debate. I'll use that word again. It is legendary in the accuracy department. So, for this test, I didn't do a test at all. I just took a ton of ammo, and I enjoyed getting shots on target with something that's not black or plastic. I shot from my shoulder at 75 yards. That's a perfect distance for me with iron sights, hashtag old eyesight once again. I fired PPU ammo at 174 grain and was able to ping torso steel with no sweat. And that 7.5 Swiss round, it hits with a punch. All 3 rifles that I tested ran perfectly. Absolutely zero problems. No surprises there. These guns, they run. Now, a lot of military rifles, they're murder on your shoulder, but the felt recoil of the K31, it ain't bad. I'll call it medium. It's certainly manageable. You're not going to get bruised. Now, the rear sights have a leaf spring that is adjustable at 100-meter intervals, and the front sight is adjustable for windage with a nifty sliding design. The 2-stage trigger is super easy to get used to. The first stage is ultra light, and when you hit the second stage, there is a clear wall. The pull comes in between 3 and 4 pounds, and the brake is clean, and overall, I do like the trigger. I don't really have any negatives to say about this rifle, but you will hear guys say that there's no positive extraction in the design, or that at 9 pounds overall it's a little bit heavy. But for me, I take those things in stride, and to be honest, I really am biased on the K31. Now, shopping for old rifles can really be overwhelming, but let me give you a quick buyer's guide. And at the end of this, guys are going to be in the comment section saying that I didn't mention 100 different things like cartouche marks. Well, this is a family show, so keep your cartouche to yourself, pal. All right, quick buyer's guide, 7 things. First, the easiest way to ID a K31, look for the aluminum beer keg charging handle and the Swiss shield on the receiver. That's how I do it. Second, and y'all know all of this, consider the overall condition of the stock and all the metal and the bore. Just take a look at it. That's the easy part. Third, check all the serial numbers. Most desirable is having all matching serial numbers, including the magazine. I only buy guns that have matching numbers. Fourth, don't worry about the years. None of these guns saw service in World War II, so there's no pressure to get a pre-1946 gun like other collectibles, especially if you're buying a gun to take to the range. Fifth, consider all the extras. You'll find guns with provenance or with competition stickers on them. My newest K31 has a numbers matching bayonet in outstanding condition, and that makes it a little more desirable, at least for me. Sixth, consider the import marks. Some are huge and obtrusive, and some are tiny and hidden. And finally, and this is where Swiss guns get doggone cool, I don't know why I do that, check for the troop tags. On the day that these rifles were issued, the soldier's name, birth year, and location were written down and placed under the buttstock. These troop tags are the holy grail of Swiss rifle collection. Now, prices on these rifles, they go up and down, but right now, a numbers matching K31 in solid condition is between $500 and $800. Now, I know that's a huge window, but welcome to the Milsurp market. Also, guys are already typing down in the comment section, these used to be $100. Well, yeah, Bill Clinton used to be president. Stop it. Now, finally, I'd like to say that these 3 rifles are my personal guns, 2 of which I've never spent significant time on the range with until this test. So I had a lot of fun getting this ready for all y'all. I love the K31. I think you should consider adding one to your collection. What do you think? Leave me a comment down below. Would love to hear your thoughts on the Swiss K31. Thanks for stopping by. On behalf of the entire Pew Pew Tactical team, I'm Johnny, and we'll see you soon.